Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Tonight I'm going to be reading for you a coffee cup reading. Coffee reading. I'm going to begin by just cleansing the space here. And then I'm going to have you choose between two different crystals. So now I will read. First one will be the Aragonite, or reading number one will be this Aragonite crystal, and reading number two will be the Selenite tower. So reading number one, the Aragonite, and you can't see that, and two, the Selenite tower. So choose yours. Number one with the Aragonite, number two with the Selenite tower. And I'm also probably going to pull some cards as well. You'll find your reading below in the timestamps. Those who chose the Aragonite, pile number one or cup number one, this is your cup and this is your reading. Again, I'm going to probably pull a few cards after I read the cup, but the first thing in this cup here for reading number one, I see a battle raging here. There is some kind of battle. This could just mean there's fierce competition, something that you've been working on, or at work, at your job. This could be, different people competing for the same position. There's only one space or two, and there's several people competing for that promotion and raise, so there's competition here. You could be in some kind of contest where there's competition as well. Could be some kind of sport that you're involved in. It's just something very fierce. It's very fierce competition, and you're going to have to really give it your all and dedicate yourself to it if you intend on winning that. It's going to be pretty stiff competition, but you have, do your best, try your hardest, and give it all you got, and see what happens. It should be. I wanted to say it's going to be a fair result, but you are being encouraged to not back down and to continue to, do your best work, do your best, no matter what this is, and keep a positive attitude and believe in yourself, and, go for it. Now, also though, there's also a fierce battle here that could be in a personal level, in a relationship type of thing, or there's a communication problem. It's just really two people really going at each other. It's almost like, I want to say, this could make or break the relationship. This is something that's very important to both people, and they're really struggling with it, and they're really in a fierce battle, and it's like a deadlock. It's like you can't come to an agreement. So unless you can find some kind of compromise that's going to work for you both, this could be a deal breaker. This could be a couple that's already married or planning to, and this could be a real deal breaker for that if you don't find a resolution there. I think there is one. It's just that Maybe you're both being stubborn. Maybe one of you is being really stubborn. But it's different for all of you. But it is a deal breaker kind of situation. You know, if something's not reached here, it will be a deal breaker. Definitely, really, really bumping heads here on something that's important to both of you. So I don't know what that is, but if that's you, if that's resonating with you, um, either you're gonna have to come to some kind of compromise where you both can be happy with, or it's just gonna be a deal breaker for you. I mean, I want to say, you don't want to give in to the point where you don't get anything you want. You know, um, I'm just gonna use this as an example. Is what I'm talking about. Like, say you're getting ready to get married, and one of you both decided you wanted children, and one of you's changed their mind. One of you's like, I don't think I want to have children. Okay, it's like that important. And so either, um, this person's given time to change their mind, or you. I mean, if you really, really want children and this person doesn't, this a deal breaker. It's like maybe you don't not such a good idea to start off a marriage with two very different ideas of what you want your life to look like. You know, so it's a very important question like that for some of you, and you really need to think on this because, yeah, deal breaker. You have to, if an important thing like that you want in your life, that's not something you can just compromise. That's an important thing, and you both have to be on board with it. It doesn't have to be that. It's just an example. It could be where you want to live. Um, just all kinds of different things that can be really important, and one person's, not going to settle, is what I want to say. Don't settle for um, not having the life you want, because you deserve to have the life you want. You both do. So, you know, maybe you're not right for each other if you can't come to some kind of agreement here, because this is deal breaker kind of stuff I'm talking about. All right. So I didn't expect a message that intense, but that's what I'm getting. Also, some of you, not related, but for some of you, there is someone really keeping an eye on you. And what I want to say is they're watching you. They're watching you on social media. They're not talking to you. They're not on your friends. Okay, but they're watching you somehow. They might even go to someone else's thing to so they can see you, someone on your friend list, you know what I mean? And so they can see what you're doing, your pictures, um, because I think for some of you, it's. I don't want to make it sound like a creepy stalker, because I don't think it's like a creepy stalker person. I think it's a person it's either someone who knew you, someone you worked with, someone you knew a long time ago or something, and they really had strong feelings for you, and they just happened to look you up one day on social media, just out of curiosity, and they sometimes come on there and look at your pictures and stuff, and just kind of remember um, when you knew each other. For some of you, though, it's more of a there was a situation where um, you sort of parted ways, and it just doesn't have to be like a romantic thing. This could be a family thing, a friend, an old friend. someone who you parted ways with some time ago, and there was a lot of issues, and you're just kind of they're just kind of watching. They're just kind of watching you to see what you're up to, and just really see that you're okay and stuff. This is someone who cares for you, but they're staying. They're just watching you from a distance because that's the best way for now. This is how they feel. Like they probably want to talk to you, but they don't feel it's right. It's proper time to talk to you or something. So that's what I'm getting. Someone's just watching, keeping an eye on you. It's not a creepy stalker, dangerous kind of person or anything. It's not anything like that. It's just what I said. It's someone who likes you or cares for you, and it's just not. They can't talk to you right now for whatever reason. Um, oops. I also want to say about that I think you would be surprised. A lot of you, those of you this message is for about the person watching you, I think you'd be surprised by who the person is. I think it's like someone you wouldn't even think of when I'm telling you this. It's some person you wouldn't even think of. It's for some of you, um, because it's been such a long time ago, you know, that you wouldn't even think they remembered you. And that's the kind of vibe I'm getting just for some of you. For some of you, it's not so much that it's someone you probably know who I'm talking about. It's more recent, and it's someone you are, you know, had a disagreement or some kind of misunderstanding, and uh, they're just sort of hanging back, and hoping. I think that you'll, come around. And like I said, this could just be some friend, even someone you're related to, or it could be some other person you had a relationship with, but they're not looking to rekindle that. They're just like if it's that, they're just wanting you to I guess some closure or something, you know, is what I'm getting. Some closure on it. Some of them do want to heal the relationship, but they feel like now it's just not going to happen. So they're just going to give you space and time and respect that. You're not ready to speak to them right now. I see. I do see for some of you coming together. I see you like sitting down and having a cup of coffee together, a drink together, a cup of tea or something, and having a good long talk about whatever went wrong and your feelings, and to just sort it out, and so that you can move on, either part ways for good, or have a renewal in this relationship, but it'll be on a whole different level, like a whole different respect for one another, and a whole different type of relationship, a whole different way of being together in that. And I'm not talking so much lovers here, I'm talking friend and family members, stuff like that. So that's what I'm getting. So there's like distance and then it comes back together, but I do see that. I also see for some of you, you're moving up here, moving up, moving up that ladder. Get Like I said, we started off with a competition. I do see some of you moving up that ladder of success, moving up to getting a better job, a higher paying job, or that promotion, that raise. It's just you, more success coming for you. You're definitely rising up in some way. Um, for some, it's just you rising up in your own confidence, your own self esteem, your own empowerment. creating stronger boundaries. You've let people take advantage of you. You haven't had strong boundaries in the past, and you've been working on that. You've put up some, but you're still gonna you're putting up more, and it's for your own uh, good, and you're recognizing your own worth here more. Your self-worth, your self-esteem, your self-love is rising, and the more you do that, the less crap you're gonna take. So you're gonna put up boundaries and allow people, um, you know, be in control of your own time and your own space and your own life, and saying no when you need to, and not allowing them to step, across those boundaries, with you. You're not gonna tolerate it. Like, I want to say, to some of you, say like someone who speaks disrespectfully to you, for example, and you've let them for a while, and now you're saying no, you're not going to talk to me like that anymore. I'm not going to let you anymore. Just because you allowed it doesn't mean you have to always allow it. You can step up and say no. You're not going to speak to me with that tone. You're not going to speak to me like that. I don't deserve to be spoken to that way, and I'm not going to allow it anymore. So it's kind of like that, Just people, assuming you're going to be there every time they call, beck and call kind of thing. You're going to say, no, I'm busy. I can't do that today. I'm taking a day off. I'm taking a self-care day, whatever. You're going to come right out with it. And if they think that's ridiculous, that's too bad. And that's where you're going to be at. It's like, no, I'm not doing that today. I'm not going to do that today. Sorry, can't help you. Just that kind of boundaries here for you guys. So, some of you are going to be moving into a new home. Some of you have been wanting to do this for quite a while, and I see the home here. I see some of you, it's up in the mountains. It's in a mountainous region. It's up on a mountain, is what I'm looking at. Someplace where there's mountains. And you've wanted to for quite a while, and you haven't been able to, and now you're going to be able to be there in that place. It's a mountainous place. Okay? This definitely has that feel. It's like very different from where you've been in recent years. It could be somewhere where you were before and you left, and now you're going to go back. So there's that. What else, Spirit? What else do we have here? I do want to say some of you watching, some of you chose this Aragonite, are coming into a higher spiritual growth for you, alignment, awakened. You're coming into more of that. And that's probably part of that boundary thing, because the more you do that, the more you rise up in your spiritual life and your boundaries, you'll create more boundaries. You're not going to want to tolerate people who don't have respect for you and your space and your time and what's important to you. I also see some of you very determined in getting something here done, getting across that finish line in something. You've been doing something, working hard on it, you're coming to the end of it, and I think it's going to be successful for you. You're going to be happy with the results. This could be anything you've been working on, from building a home to some project to some report to some, um, if you're in college or something you've been working on, and you're gonna be done with that, and you're gonna get a good grade. I mean, it's like a successful endeavor for you, or just something that you've been working on that you're going to be proud of it. Even an art type of project or something like that that you've been working a lot on, and you put a lot of yourself into it, and you're going to get something published or something like that. Something where you're going to be very happy and proud of yourself and really happy with the result. Okay, so you're going to do very well in that. All right. Okay, I'm gonna pull a few cards. Get coffee on my hand for you guys. Going longer than I thought with that. I'm just gonna pull a couple of these. Poinsettia. These are the Seasons of the Witch Yule Oracle. You have poinsettia, number 27. Cast the shadows, scream silence at them. Dear witch, what lurks inside transforms into the most beautiful of beauty. I was saying, you guys, some of you are coming into yourself. You're creating those boundaries. You're coming up in your just self-awareness, self-love, a higher, uh, in touch with your higher self and your higher purpose, and knowing and loving yourself and knowing your worth. And that's going to turn all those things into beauty for you, because you've taken some of that hurt and pain in your life and you're changing it into being stronger and more self-efficient, more self-assured. Oh, I just heard a bang. Okay, I had to pause for a minute. I heard a loud bang outside. I didn't know what it was. I still don't. It's very loud. And you have perseverance. Stay in thy power, dear child, for thy lonely is never alone. When the world is dreadful upon thy, turn thy spirits into thy. So again, see, I pulled this card in another reading recently. She's dropped all her apples in the snow, but she's gonna pick them up and carry on with them. She's gonna learn that lesson, and maybe next time she won't drop the apples. She's gonna get to where she's going. I told you, you're climbing up. You're persevering. You're changing and growing, and those times you drop those apples, you're gonna not do that again. You're not gonna repeat that same mistake. This time you're going to learn that lesson and set those boundaries and not drop your basket. And cold moon, take with thy dearest of moments, release me for their tongue and nourish me with the light. So again, bringing more light into the darkness, bringing more light into the darkness for you guys. So I'm going to leave it at that. That is the reading for cup number 1. Hope that resonated with some of you and gave you some insight into some things maybe you've been wondering about. So take care. Blessed be. And those who chose the Selenite wand, just reading number 2. This is your reading, just cleansing our space here, getting rid of any residual from the last reading, and we're going to open up to Spirit's messages for you guys who chose number 2. Ask, what messages do we need to hear? Those who chose number 2, the Selenite. what we get. Let's see what we get. This one. This one has a lot scattered energy here. Lots of scattered. Some of you are really in some scattered energies, unsure, feeling kind of scattered and unsure. And it's kind of anxiety here. Oh, look at this. I see, definitely, I see someone here. This is a female I'm seeing here with very long hair, and she's sad. So that's if that's you. If you're feeling sad and you have long hair, long dark hair, I'm getting. I just see this person is sad. I want to say either it's you or it's somebody who is worried about you, and they're sad because they're worried for you in some way. They're worried that you are somewhat lost right now, and they're just kind of worried about you. So if that's resonating with you, you know, you might want to give that some thought, who that could be, and maybe you could speak with them or something, because they're concerned. I see. It's gonna sound weird, but it's what I'm getting. So I see someone here like with a veil, like with a habit, like a nun. And so what I want to say is there's a person here, you might be Catholic or raised Catholic, and or this person is Catholic who's been worrying about you. I'm not sure, but I'm getting like a connection here with could even be an actual nun or something. But so if you know a nun that this isn't some, this is like a family member or someone you've known for a long time, or maybe they're just very devout in their religious beliefs, and it's Catholic, and they are concerned about you. That's really all I can really get out of that. Is they're worried about you for some reason, you know. But I want to say that I don't think that's necessarily for the same person, and I think there's actually two messages here separate. One is just the dark-haired woman, a mother, a sister, a cousin, a friend who's just concerned about you. The other is a person of the Catholic faith who's been concerned about you, and they're very devout. You would know who I'm talking about because they're someone who is very devout in their religion, and they're very either I want to say they're worried about you, or they could be having a very difficult time right now, and you might want to check on that person. So that could be it too. All right. So whichever of those resonates with you is very. It's a very specific message, I know, but that is what I'm seeing here. I have to give what I'm seeing. I also see waterfalls here, and what I want to say with that is, okay, you could just be going for visiting some waterfalls, or that's the mundane, but more spiritual. I feel like a real deep cleansing for you, a spiritual awakening of sorts. You feeling like you need a real deep cleanse, like you've got a lot of stuff you've been carrying around, And you're ready to unload it. You're ready to cleanse from it. You're ready to heal from it. You're ready to heal. You're ready to heal. In that cleansing water. Okay? So take some actions to cleanse and heal yourself because you are ready. You know you are. Uh, you know you're ready for that. So that is what I'm getting, a real deep, deep purging of all sorts of negative, sad, depression, sorrow, grief, all that kind of stuff. It's different for all of you, but it's all of you are, whoever I'm speaking to here, you really need that deep, deep cleansing, healing, and you're ready. You're ready for it. You're ready for that. You know, it's like you've had enough, and you're gonna take those steps to heal. And this could mean ridding yourself of some people, places, things that are no longer, that are just not good for you anymore. And you know it, and you need to drop that. You need to cleanse that. You're being guided to do so. Every part of your being is telling you this. You feel it. I'm not telling you. I'm just validating it for you because you already know. You already feel it. Okay. Um. There is a. I'm seeing the letter A, so there could be a person with the letter A that's close to you. That might be one of the people I've been talking about here. I also see an N, so and a Z. So if those letters mean anything to you, if you think of a person like what I was talking about, maybe that's the person who's worried about you, or the person who needs your, um, just give them a call and say hi, how you doing, kind of thing. Because I think you just need someone to speak to, and they're afraid to call you or something like that. So if that's resonating, if you're thinking of somebody, then that's, messages for you. All right. Where are we at? 30. So mostly a healing message here, and there's people who are just, for some of you, like I said, concerned about you, and you might need to give them a call and let them know. Even if you write them a letter or text or whatever, just let them know you're okay because they're kind of worried. I do see a butterfly. That's you, coming out and spreading your wings and flying, and that's that, coming out of that cocoon state. You've been cocooning maybe and preparing, and now you're ready to fly. You're ready to blossom in some way. So go for it, Don't be trapped in fear, or don't hesitate. Go ahead and show everyone who you are. It's in a positive way. It's in a very positive, you just, that beautiful butterfly who's been growing and preparing, and you've been growing, and now you're ready to fly. So some of you are really ready for that deep cleanse. Some of you are ready to fly. Some of you are have someone concerned about you, and some of you have someone who is too afraid to reach out, but they need to speak to someone. So that's, like I described them, a religious person, a Catholic devout person is what I'm getting really strong. So that's limited, but that's what I'm getting. All right. Uh, two children, and they're holding hands, and it's a boy and a girl. Mm, maybe that person has two children that that needs you to say, "Are you really okay?" or something. But I just see, I feel concerned about them. So I don't know what I'm seeing here, but maybe it's resonating with you. It's kind of, um, there's a situation that needs some looking into and support and help is what I'm getting. Okay, so if that's resonating with you, reach out. So what else do we have? Yeah, I'm getting speak up. Speak up, speak up. Something you've been wanting to speak up about, speak up. It's like a situation where you've been afraid to say something and it's time for you to say it. Okay, you have light. I'm gonna pull 3 of these cards. These are from the Seasons of the Witch Yule. I pulled 3 in the last reading. I'll pull you 3. You need to speak up about something that you haven't been speaking up about. It's important that you do speak your mind and speak. If you're concerned about someone or something, speak it. It might be tense and intense and all that, but it's you got to do it. Right. You've got family. Well, there you go. That's what I've been talking about. I think it's a lot of this is family stuff that needs to be addressed and spoken about and talked about and dealt with. You got Yule log. Alright, so family concerns here. It's about loving and caring and having compassion and understanding. So there's just some situation here that needs your attention. We have light. Hope is but a word casting the unseen. Let there be light where the light is but a dream. So there needs to be light brought into a situation here that I was talking about with the cup. Shed light on it, reach out. If they reach out to you, listen with an open mind and with love and light and bring light into the situation. Yule log, insert me with a bleeding thought, a sacred creation, birthed from thy. I am God, I am goddess, I am creation and the creator. This is that spiritual connection and awakening. I want to say that some of you are experiencing. And also, I want to say, come from that space when dealing with whatever family issue or whatever that issue is that I was talking about, because it's a place you have to come from a place of love and compassion and because nothing else is going to do. You know what I mean? Can't come at it like judgy or can't come at it like angry, or you can't come at it like that. You have to come from a space of love, understanding your intention to bring light into the subject and to make things better as best as you can. I mean, all you can do is reach out. You can't, change things if people don't want to change them. But there is that concern in this reading for some people in your life that, either you're worrying about them, they're worrying about you. So, however that's resonating with you, you need to come from a space of understanding that this is all coming from a place of love, and there's light, and we're trying to bring light and love and this, joyful family stuff here into this. We're trying to create a safe space and loving um, attention to this situation. So, I mean, that's what I'm getting, guys. So, those who chose the selenite, there's some things you need to look at here. Um, and just bring love and light to that situation. All right, so those are your messages. Those who chose cup number 2, I hope that helps you in some way. All right, so take care and blessed be.